Hey everyone, Chloe Lewis here, founder of the Marma Foundation, and I refinance a DAP on Near. Links in the description of this video. Just launched farming yesterday, and so we're gonna go through a quick video about like how is the Marma Foundation involved, potentially how you might want to get involved by learning more and doing your own research first. And if you have any questions, you can obviously always ask either myself or anyone in the Marma Telegram chat for support. But we're going to keep this video really short and really simple and just kind of explaining how the Marma Foundation is involved with refinance in general and how we're involved with the current yield farms. So a yield farm is kind of where you take your shares, your staked liquidity, right? So you can stake. So almost think of these like your little vegetable seeds. You put in the ground, they grow and they give you more. Exactly what more do they give you? And what are you staking? You're staking these tokens. So currently for the Marma Foundation, we're staking, wrapped ETH, so Ethereum, and wrapped NEAR. So we're taking the NEAR token. And what we're doing is we're adding these tokens to a pool. So you can view this pool. There's currently about almost $2.2 million of value in this pool, but there's no actual like US dollars or anything. It's actually 277 Ethereum and 166,000 NEAR. Okay, and the total shares that equals is 8,055, and some change. And these are some fees in the pool. So as people trade between Ethereum and NEAR, the prices of both will change, but also there's going to be some fees taken. Those fees go to the shareholders, and that kind of, will be paid out in, eventually when you want to pull out your shares, you will get your share of these values at the equal amount they're at currently. So you can add liquidity, for example. You can see I have a little bit of NEAR, but I actually have no Ethereum on my account. So if I try and add, let's see, I won't even be able to, if I try to add 5 W NEAR, you'll see I actually need 0.0083 wrapped ETH, and I don't have any. So what you'd have to do is you'd have to swap first. So when you go to swap, you'd have to take some of your, let's actually not go to, you've changed your token, you change to W NEAR. We already deposited, so the first step is actually coming to deposit, taking some NEAR, saying 10, hitting deposit. You go through that step. I mean, you can see what it looks like. It'll go to the wallet. More information. We're gonna marmaj.near is going to call the contract of wrap NEAR, so we're gonna wrap it. We're gonna call a fungible token, a transfer call, and the receiver is going to be refinance, and we're gonna put in 10. So relatively straightforward. And again, NEAR deposit. Relatively straightforward. We're not going to do it currently. We already did this, right? We already have these tokens here. What we have to do now is we're going to swap 5 of those NEAR because we want some, some WETH, some wrapped ether. And we're going to put some really low slippage because, why would I want slippage? So we're going to hit swap. It's going to redirect to the wallet. I increased the time. What's it called? I increased the time that it would take for my ledger to lock. So now we got 2 minutes to be able to, between each function call. So marmaj.near, we're going to allow, this is just, I should have looked at it, I suppose. The problem is I see it on my screen on my ledger as well. So we're going to swap. The deposit is going to be 1 Yocto NEAR. We're going to send it to V2 Refinance from Marma, and the actions are going to be in pool 1. We're going to swap wrap NEAR, and we're going to get out C02A, which is the token for wrapped ETH, and we want and there's like some max amount, but I'm so used to just reading data on my ledger. Oops. Oh my gosh, I was reading it too slow to read it out to you guys, so. Sorry, that's kind of funny. I was reading too slow to you guys, so my ledger was took too long. And this is why I like the ledger though, because I feel more secure knowing that, first of all, no one can sign transactions for me without my permission. Second of all, if I even take too long or I forget, it'll just cancel the transaction. It won't go through. So there you go. Now we have a little bit of NEAR and a little bit of ETH. So when we go back to our farms, right? Let's look at the farm and look at this pool. We want to stake more. But first, we actually don't have any shares to stake. Okay, go back to the pool, and as you can see, liquidity went up, but we're going to add some liquidity, and we're going to say, hey, let's do this. Perfect. It'll automatically calculate exactly how much we need to do. You actually see, to do all the WETH, we'll actually be ended up with less liquidity because ETH went up a little bit in price recently. No big deal. We're going to do max on, see, now I have 2 minutes. It's more time so that my ledger didn't lock in that time period. So because of this, I'm doing, obviously, because I don't mind having more near in my account. That's more efficient than having like dust of wrapped Ethereum. But now when I go back to the farm, I'll be able to see, now when I go back to the farm, I'll be able to see that I actually do, when I click stake, I actually do have some shares in order to stake. So remember, there's a pool, a decentralized pool, and we can create these pools. Marma J has a bunch of these pools as well. For these specific 6 pools, there is extra farming rewards. So stake your liquidity, earn rewards. So I took my liquidity. I am going to come here, stake it. And as I do that again, you're going to be able to see more information and see, okay, what are we doing? MarmaJ.near is going to call the contract of V2 Ref Finance. We're going to call I guess, multiple fungible token transfer call. And we are going to, oh, cool. Yeah, so we're calling the farming contract, and we're sending token ID 1. So I think this is pretty cool because, for example, I think this would allow you to also transfer like token ID 2 or 3 or 4 at different amounts all back to your account, to your reward. So we're gonna hit allow. Oh no, isn't this just the staking function? I'm like barely paying attention right now, I'm sorry. It'll happen when you record 2 videos at once and you can't remember what you said in the first video, what you said in the second video. You just know that, like this video. So as you stake, you'll see that, oh my gosh, my rewards are gone. Where'd my rewards go? They actually went right there. This is why they call the function for you. That's what was happening in that function. So I deposited my shares. It automatically claimed for me. I can withdraw that right now. For example, I can just hit withdraw. And this will say, Marma J is going to call the farming contract, withdraw reward, or with the token v2.ref. This is just the ref token. So token for ref finance. And this is the amount that we're withdrawing. So lots and lots of decimal places, but it's just 0.36. If we go back and we say deny, I don't want to do that actually. I want to save some gas. Maybe not really. But you'll see, look, I've made a bit more. So we've made 0.01 ref again here. And so we can hit claim. We want to claim that ref, more information. Again, we're going to do Marma J. We're calling the farming contract of ref now. We're saying claim reward by farm. That's the farm ID. That's really weird for the farm ID. That's all right, though. We're going to hit allow. So it's going to claim all the tokens out of this farm. It actually, it's near at 1 number 0. That's why it looks weird like that. So on the ledger, it shows like the same characters. So successful, yay, we made some more ref, woohoo! And then if you look back down, we earn more ref again. So like it's every block, every second that you're earning more ref. We can withdraw this now. Let's say, yes, we're ready. We've collected from all of our, because remember, this is just one farm. Some people might be on multiple farms. They might be collecting rewards, once per hour, once per day. You can automate this with like cron cat and cron jobs. I would definitely suggest, and I definitely plan to at least dig into what it would look like to automate. You definitely earn more if you automated it, right? So if you were earning even $1 a minute and you were taking that out every minute and reinvesting it, you'd obviously earn more because you're compounding faster. So this is obviously inefficient to come in here every, look, I already have made 0.1 ref, which is like 25 cents. So by the time I go stake this, I've actually earned enough to come back and call the function again to earn more efficiently. But obviously I can't sit all day doing that. So you need an automated system that will come in here every like 30 seconds, every minute, every few minutes, and take that. And then it depends on what are you going to do with that ref. So we earn some ref. If you look at our wallet now, you'll see that the marmaj.near has some ref tokens in its wallet. That's the amount we withdrew. That's in our wallet. If you want to dig into it more, these are all the functions we called. You can go dig into this one. You can see exactly what we saw on the UI. Withdrawing tokens. Everything's there you need to see. But These ref tokens now, we're going to probably want to deposit them back into ref and kind of do that automated farming feature manually. So we're going to come in here, go to ref. If you don't have this token added, you can always, I'm going to make my screen a bit smaller so you can see it. You can always add token. Remember, this ref token here is pretty easy to find. So if you go to ref finance, and remember, every time we hit claim, if you ever want to just find information about a token, hit more information. I think it was like token.v2.ref.finance.near, right? So if you wanted to add that, it would just be, token.v2.reffinance.near. And that's the token for ref if you don't have it already on your thing. But it should be listed, obviously. It's the token for the exchange. We hit max, we hit deposit. My ledger didn't lock yet. Lucky me. Oh, it just locked. It's been exactly 2 minutes. That thing locked. I probably unlock that ledger at least like 100 times a day these days. Anyways, we're going to deposit all of the ref we just earned back into the exchange. Okay, boom. Now we have 0.38 ref in the exchange. Wonderful. Now that's how the Marma J Foundation is taking. So, we have ETH and NEAR already as a foundation. We are depositing it to support liquidity for ref, support liquidity for the ecosystem so that people can use the exchange and use these tokens more efficiently. Now we take our we take our LP, our liquidity, right? So if you want to see all of our liquidity, we have quite a bit of liquidity across various tokens. So I'm going to actually zoom back in so it's easier to see. And you can see that we have liquidity across like DAI, NEAR, ETH, Gitcoin, USDC, Hack, Ref, multiple different liquidity pools. So we take that liquidity, and on these specific farms, you could take the liquidity, your shares, deposit them, and earn ref. So again, we have some ref to claim. You claim it. Your ref goes to your rewards. You withdraw it. It goes to your wallet. So if I refresh, again, this is how much we had. If I refresh the wallet and I scroll down, you'll see that those tokens are gone. We no longer have them. They are now in ref. We actually deposited them. We scrolled down. We went to ref, and now you can see it's actually deposited. So this is our balance in the exchange. Okay, so we have 0.38 ref. So now the Marma J Foundation, well, what we do with this ref, so you can do whatever you want with this ref. You can take your ref, for example. You could say, hey, I want to take, all of my ref. I want to sell it to, I think only NEAR will work right now. So I want to sell it to NEAR, and I want to take that NEAR, and then I want to, do what we just did. Sell half the NEAR for ETH, go back into the farm, earn more ref, and I'm sure that's what normal yield farming would do. Normal yield farming would continue to earn rewards, take those rewards, and go back into farming, and then you just keep making rewards, and it would keep increasing how much ref you're making. So most people are probably doing this at the moment. The Marma J Foundation, though, since we already have a lot of pools, and I can show you that by showing you what liquidity is on the Marma J token. So if you've never seen this before, this is the liquidity on ref for the Marma J token. So if you earn Marma J doing a bounty, let's say you earn, like Vu Hung in our community earned 10 Marma J for creating some NFTs of the Marma J logo on Paris.id. We have a creator, Surst, who lives in France, a part of our community, who's going to be creating an NFT depicting her definition of love and support and community. They're going to be also on mintbase.io, and they're going to put some splits and royalties to the Marma J Foundation, Marma J DAO, and all that. But even through that, we're going to end up paying out some Marma J tokens. And so Marma J tokens is kind of how we support and incentivize our community. And so if someone earns Marma J, we want them to be able to sell those Marma J tokens and get back funds that they can use in other locations. So if you want to do some farming, you can sell your Marma J for NEAR and for ETH and go about that way. But we also want to people to be able to sell their Marma J and get some ref tokens. Maybe they want to start joining the ref DAO. Maybe they want to learn about more yield farming opportunities. So we just hit max. Again, we want to use all the ref and just take up whatever Marma J is available at the current price. We're going to add liquidity, and yes, I'm going to have to unlock my ledger once again. But as I'm unlocking my ledger, actually, we can look at the more information section so you can see what I'm seeing when I sign. There we go. Okay, so as I sign, we're going to pool 85. So for, that's the pool for Marma J Ref. The amounts are going to be these amounts here. Again, it's not that, it, if these amounts, I don't have them or something changes, it will throw an error in the execution and it will not go through. And what I just saw is exactly what I see on my ledger. So when I hit more information each time, that's what I see on my ledger, and the beauty is I cannot skip over that on my ledger. So when you're only using the UI and you're only using your regular Near account, you can just hit confirm, 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 and you actually might sign the wrong thing. So if you end up going to a wrong website, let's say, the website for this is app.ref.finance. So let's say I go to Google and I go, okay, ref finance, right? I don't know what the website is. If I click some random link, right, it might take me to something that I think is ref, like this one, ref finance, I don't know, maybe some malicious link. And I might click confirm, and it might be some random function going to anywhere. So the reason we like using the hardware wallet is because I can read through the transaction details every time. Now it says $266. That was the old value. If I refresh, it still won't show up. It takes about I think every 15 minutes they refresh their data. But I mean it might show on Sadaki. So we have Sadaki, we have pools, Marma J, and this will show you updated values a lot quicker. So Marma J Ref, there's actually 268. So you can refresh it. This does not show the Marma J token yet, sadly, on CoinGecko. It's a goal. It's definitely a goal for us to show up on larger. Oops. Let's see. Cloudflare is not liking this at the moment. They're probably also updating Ref Finance here, I would assume. But for example, this token here, Gitcoin W Near, this is a pair supported by the Marma J Foundation. So we're doing about $6,500 of volume a day currently, and as you saw, so let's go back to that pool. So if someone was like, okay, I have some Gitcoin tokens, I want to sell them. This is the pair here. Gitcoin to USDC is the pair that's on here. As you can see, there's only $1,582 locked in. And if you look at CoinGecko, oh no, that's to W Near, sorry. So we're doing $6,500 of volume, and as you can see, there's about $7,500 there. So, and the fee of 0.9%, you can do the math yourself and see how much we're earning. But it's not bad, in my opinion, considering there's not much DeFi on Near yet. But it's just because we have some triangular ARB available, people are trading on the pair, and we're earning fees from that. So yeah, that's a pretty basic overview, in my opinion, of how it works and what we're doing. If you wonder why, how did we choose? There's 6 farming pairs to choose from. How did we choose ETH to Near? Pretty self-explanatory, in my opinion. We didn't choose Ref to Near because Ref is still going through price discovery, and so we have to buy Ref, and I don't really feel comfortable using foundation funds to buy Ref when it's still in price discovery stage. Same with Octagon, same with Skyward. As for DAI, we do have some liquidity for Marma J to DAI and for Gitcoin to USDC, but the impermanent loss of holding too much stablecoin is pretty tough, in my opinion. Like you could see, the largest APR right now is for the stablecoin pair, and that's in my opinion because, again, if Near goes up to $15, you're going to lose a lot of funds because you're going to end up selling your Near off for DAI because it's an AMM. If you don't know about AMMs, again, do your own research before you deposit anything into an AMM. Again, so you have USDT to W Near. Again, stablecoin pair, the return, impermanent loss is going to be tough. And I also don't feel comfortable at all supporting USDT. Although DAI isn't much better these days, it is still a lot better than USDT in my opinion. Both wonderful stablecoins, I suppose, kind of whatever. But I'm looking forward to stablecoins natively on Near coming out soon, where we can deposit our Near tokens or staking Near and then draw stablecoins off of that Near. But the Marma J Foundation already holds Ethereum. We have marmaJ.eth. We actually started our foundation on Ethereum, and we migrated some of our stuff to Near because, for many reasons, user experience, cheaper gas fees, transaction throughput, a lot of ideas there. But this is the pool we ended up with, and we earn Ref, which we can then use to support the Marma J token, the Marma J community in that way. So again, we've earned a little more Ref. We can claim it, and yada, yada, yada. Hopefully this is helpful. I would suggest if you're a developer, definitely dig into the docs. There's some amazing docs here. Even if you're not a developer, you can learn about like what is ref, what is a DEX, like what is a DEX, how does it work. You can look at a roadmap for what they're planning on building, what like coming in V2, constant weighted protocol AMMs, combining like coming in V4, lending and borrowing. So if you want to see lending and borrowing, we do some lending and borrowing on Aave. So on Aave, for example, we have 10 ETH locked in here, and we're able to borrow, 30,000 DAI, and you can see your collateral ratio. You can get liquidated on chain. So the idea is, Ref Finance is trying to do that on Ref. And so if you're wondering, like, what? So look, coming soon, 4 basis points of the exchange fee is going to be split between Ref token holders. This seems interesting because, that means that ref value should continue to go up. So there's a lot of information here. If you think it's valuable, you can look into it yourself. You can look at tokenomics, how's it all going to work, how much supply has been given out, governance, how can you get on the DAO, how can you vote, all that fun stuff. So hopefully this is helpful. If you have any questions at all about how is the Marma J Foundation using Ref, how you can get started maybe using Ref yourself, like maybe you're already holding some NEAR, and maybe you want to sell some NEAR for some ETH as well and try some yield farming. Maybe you want to hold some Ref, like maybe you really want to be part of this DAO. Like for example, on this roadmap, this might be really incentivizing to you. It'd be like, okay, wow, 4 basis points are going to be split between ref holders. Maybe you really want to hold some ref and get more of it. So maybe you want to do this pool. Maybe you're like, hey, I want to take some Marma J tokens, right? There is a pool for Marma J to ref, and this is the reason for it. So if you earn some Marma J in a bounty, right? Let's say you earn 5 Marma J in a bounty. You can come to ref. And you could say, hey, I want some ref. There you go. You could earn your ref, and you could say, hey, I now own some ref tokens, and I'm going to use that to earn some fees from the exchange. Go for it. We're going to keep adding to this liquidity pool. The idea is we can support the community by them learning and testing this stuff out without having to risk anything along the way. I would definitely suggest once you've gone through the docs and you've learned a little bit more, so you've read through all this stuff, you've read through the airdrops they've had, round 1 and all that, I would definitely suggest also joining the community. I dislike Discord profusely. It's not open source. It's very stressful for me and disorganized. In general, it's disorganized. But if you're a Discord fan, by all means, they have a very vibrant Discord for the ref community. I'm more of a Telegram person myself. It's open source. The Marma J Foundation uses it, and we use it all across the NEAR Guild ecosystem. Drop into their Telegram. If you could even ping me if you want, it's at Chloe the Dev. I'll respond. There's a bunch of admins there. There's guides, tutorials, and the pinned messages to help you get along with that. Twitter, obviously a great place to follow them, and Medium, they do posts every once in a while explaining all these topics in more detail. So hopefully this was helpful. I didn't even check to see if I had anyone asking me questions or anything like that. That's probably how most of these are going to go. I do keep the chat open, but I'm definitely not necessarily looking at it all the time. And if people do ask questions, I'll respond to them, usually after the video or maybe in a different video. And I usually don't actually leave the live chat up after the video is posted. But hopefully this is helpful for some people, mostly to explain how the Marma J Foundation is getting into ref, maybe how you can do something yourself. And until next time, toodaloo.